Hi again. This is another replay analysis. I wanted to put these matches. This is another account again. I have several accounts for ranking other characters, but I play customs with Kami in them because I want to get the feeling in different points as much as I can in rank places. I mean, I keep doing stupidities, but there are useful things in them. And related to those I was commenting in previous videos. And these matches are interesting because here we can clearly see how the opponent is waiting for us doing dives. I fall into the trap many times, especially at the beginning, but at the end of these matches, I realized the opponent was trying to catch me, and I'll show you something interesting you can do if you perceive that. Okay, he does, you will see that. He does a certain set of attacks, and he then performs neutral jumps for us to fall into the trap of committing for a dive kick. So let's see this. I failed dive kicks. I start with one of them. I do a lot of trash. Here we have the first clue of that. Look at that. He attacks a bit. Here, after the Hadou, and he performs a neutral jump. And this is a sign of trying to catch preemptively any dive kick. Okay? He's taking there. I did it too late. I tried to anti-air him in the corner, and I was too late. Big panics. I don't know if I tried a delay throw there. Yes, but it was messy. Again, look at that. A set of attacks, then neutral jump. Because when he feels I can attack, maybe he thinks it is a Kami, he or she will go for a dive kick immediately. I didn't go. Look at that. Set of attacks, certain distance where a dive kick can occur or happen, then neutral jump. And this is interesting because this player is not there is a gold reel doing the same kind of thing. So these players are not at higher ranks. You will find them in your normal matches. I'm not so high either. Don't misunderstand me. But they are not doing these kind of things in Diamond or so on, which is the highest place I got. You will find them doing these things. You will also find other real players not doing these things, or other kind of characters. It doesn't need to be real. So get my words. What I told you about neutral jumps and dives and so on applies to every rank. You just need to observe what they do. And mainly because these kind of players might have learned in here or might come from other Street Fighter versions, or they might be using secondary accounts too. And they are not able to rank higher with those characters. Okay? So they know certain behaviors of coming, and they try to neutralize them. I'm waiting for him to launch again a Halo. Another player with a little bit more of consciousness here wouldn't have thrown that. If he took into account my meter, my gauge, there, it doesn't make sense. He would have waited for me to get in. But he did. I have used a lot these kind of side switches, and I discourage you from doing that. I tried the delay throw there, but I missed time. Luckily, he didn't panic me. Yep. Again, look at that again. He's doing that a lot. Some attacks, some distance, neutral jump. Okay? This is a sign that they are waiting for your dives. It doesn't mean you cannot use dives. You will see you can use them, but don't use them when they expect you to do them. I did a hooligan into dive after he jumping. He could have repeated it, but you can try these approaches just when they are not expecting them. Okay? And the bad thing here, quote unquote bad, is that they expect this kind of behavior from your opponents. Say that they expect you attack as soon as you can. It means I attack you, I finish, then I try to do a cover attack, which is the neutral jump. Because I expect you to attack me immediately. Okay? And I want to insist on something else. I'm just another player, I don't understand anything. In general, or a lot, better said. I cannot talk about matchup guides and so on, and I don't want to do that. But I think it is interesting paying attention to behaviors as much as you can, as much as you perceive. The more you do that, the better chances you have to succeed. Okay? It doesn't mean you are going to win everything, but it is better and it is useful. It is useful knowing some kind of approaches your opponent can have, but you can learn a bit more by paying attention on your own. And this is all my intention here. I failed to here. I'm about to die too. So, and look at the difference. Okay, it is very subtle. We can win. Doing that, this thing I did there would have been my death if he checked me. So why do stupidities? And a dive, and I was lucky there. He tried to do crouching hard punch, I think.
Round 2. Fight.
So you can succeed with dives, but be careful. Again, he starts with a neutral jump. But you will see what I try to do. I realized a bit before he's trying to catch my dive. And you will see what I do. There I was lucky. He could have caught me there. I was waiting for his neutral jump there, and I was closer, and then I anti-aired him there. And later I will bait him. I tried to bait him there, and again, but I missed the dive. Now I baited him. This is the interesting thing. I'm failing dives, but it is not about me. If you perform them right, you can do that. You need to do them at a range where they don't reach you. if they are going for neutral jumps, there might be players trying DPs, and you have need to have into account also the different kind of characters. If they have some kind of moving forward DP, if they are a Kami, for example, be careful. They might be anti-airing you at a further range. But taking into account the character you are fighting, you can do them so that you don't reach them, and you recover before they land in their neutral jump, or you can catch their whiffed DP. You can bait either DPs or neutral jumps. In this case, it is a neutral jump. And look at what happens here. I knew, or I expected, I won't say I 100% knew, but I expected him doing that, because I observed him doing these neutral jumps to catch me with my dives. I'm missing some anti-air. This is also interesting. When they are closer and you think they are going to commit to some normal, you can catch them out of one. And I also commented this thing in the previous videos. This X dive kick here from a hooligan, which is safer, as we don't care, gives you room for doing many things after. I tend to go for mix-ups, and this is a tricky mix-up. They can stop you. I tried after this a frame trap, which is this sequence. He was blocking, and look at that. He tries to move forward. The answer here is not this thing, but it is risky committing for a quick dive. But you can use dives too to confuse them. Another dive. He was trying here. Yes, I think it was a parry. So the thing is that this player is showing very precisely he's expecting my dives, and you will find players like this one. This is why this thing is interesting. I think it is interesting to be shown. And it is also interesting to insist on this fact. You don't need to watch high-level players. It is useful watching them, but you can learn from your replays and from your experience to improve a bit in your own game.
Round one. Fight.
And that previous thing confirms what I told you. So that you can see it is true. It happens. They do that. They do neutral jumps to... This time he did it right. Because it is stupid doing a raw this kill there. Again, neutral jump. He's doing all the time this kind of thing. Attacks and neutral jump. Again, anti-air. I don't know why I did that hooligan. I tried. Yeah, I didn't have it was a foolish thing. He's doing a lot of neutral jumps, but I'm not attacking exactly when he expects. I was lucky too. I could have been defeated. Here he was trying an XDP, I think, or B reversal, but missed time. So I caught him with a frame trap. And it is also interesting because it shows you can use frame traps to do your meaties or your attacks. You might run into players who are committing for delayed normals or throws and so on perfectly, and you won't catch them. But if they try something else or mistime their inputs, you can catch them, and it is interesting. Okay. I did the full. There. Again, I discourage you from doing that thing. Every time I see this, I don't think, but committing to that, especially in corner where they try to jump more, it is stupid. Committing for. Look at the amount of health he took from me. I must learn from these stupidities. Again, but the important thing here is observing what he does. Attacks, certain distance, neutral jump, boom. So it is right what I told you. Okay? So put your attention in him. Sometimes you will read that and you will be able to bait him or them. I'm jumping directly. I'm being lucky with the fireball route. It doesn't mean you can always jump. I cannot explain it better. Okay. Maybe I wish I could understand much more how Ryu plays and other Sotos, but I can't so far. Okay, I just expect fireball is coming and I try to do forward jump, but I cannot explain that to you. I'm sorry. He tried to jump again. This is tricky. This hooligan thing. They can stop us, but we can catch them. And again, this is risky, and let's see what he did. He tried to move forward again. This is the quote-unquote advantage of doing this kind of dive in close person. But if they block you properly, you are probably going to take a lot of damage. In this situation, it is not so risky because their life is much less than yours. But be careful. And I again missed the dive. I tried another dive and cornered me. And I did another stupidity with that. But again, he has much less life than us. So in the end, don't exactly pay attention to my game. The interesting thing here is observing how they get some distance and they try neutral jumps. And if you attack immediately, when you feel you can attack them, and if you go for a dive, you are going to suffer a lot of time. So the best thing is waiting for them, let them do their preemptive or defensive moves too after attacking you, and then try something. You can try a dive again, but when they don't expect you, a little bit there or move forward or try to anti-air them. Okay? I didn't do that all the time, but you saw you can do that. So in general, letting them do and not attacking when they expect you can give you more room for winning. Okay? This is the only important thing here. Observing their patterns and not attacking when they expect you to attack. Hope it is interesting for you and get something useful from this kind of reviews. Take care, you all. Bye.